I'm Garrett.
I'm Chris.
And we are Old Breed Outdoors. So a little bit about myself. I grew up in Pennsylvania. I'm joined the Marine Corps in 1997, so just hit 22 years this year. Not sure when I'm going to hang up the hat and move on with my life, but for right now, I'm having fun. I grew up in a hunting and fishing family. My dad's got some land in Pennsylvania. He grew up hunting with his mom, his dad, his sister. He passed that down to myself and my rest of the family. So definitely grew up in a hunting family. Both my parents hunted. My dad grew up in a hunting family. My mom did not. My dad got my mom into it when they got married. And when I started growing up, my dad got me into it. I remember at a young age, my dad taking me out small game hunting, taking me fishing, taking me up the mountains archery hunting, because I begged him to take me, and he finally gave in one year and took me up there with him and the guys up in a cabin in the mountains. And it was a good time to be able to grow up that way. My dad ended up taking a different job within his company, which required us to move out to the boonies of Pennsylvania, Amish country Pennsylvania, where my dad was able to buy a bunch of land, which for me, that was the best case scenario for a young kid, having a bunch of land that he can run around in. There's public land around us as well, and then we had a big river, Susquehanna River, right down the hill from us. So being able to take my dad's canoe anytime I wanted to, go canoeing, go wander around the woods, and then come hunting season, being able to hunt on our own property was a pretty big deal. It was always a big deal opening day for rifle season when the whole family come down, my aunt, my cousins, my grandmother, my dad, myself, and then my sister, when she got old enough, go out and opening day on our own property, see a bunch of deer. I never saw a bunch of deer. Everybody else saw a bunch of deer. But having those experiences is something that has definitely shaped me to where I am now, and has stayed with me over the years, where I've been able to, on and off, be able to hunt, not all the time. And the uniqueness of being Marines, we're deployed, we're doing field training, schools, whatever it is, it takes us away from doing the things that we enjoy doing in our personal lives. So hit and miss here and there when I was able to get out and do a bunch of hunting. But met this guy here, a bunch of years ago, up in North Carolina. Currently I'm in Florida, stationed down here in Tampa, Florida, and he's in Fort Benning, Georgia, as an instructor. So it's been fortunate that we've been able to stay close over the years and do a lot of hunting together. So there's a lot coming up in the future for us, and we kind of want to be able to share this experience with you.
Well, and that kind of ties into what you were saying with not having as many opportunities to hunt anymore because of the uniqueness of being Marines.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I wanted to start filming, because not only do I want to have the memories to last for myself, I look back 5-10 years from now,
yeah.
Also show my kids, what I'm saying, as they're growing up, because we're trying to get them into the outdoors and get them out hunting and fishing and just enjoying everything we did, because I grew up in Oregon, hunting and fishing with my dad. Loved it, and got into archery hunting, which I'm big into, and ever since I shot that first deer, I was hooked.
Yeah.
That's just everything I think about now. Hit a little bit of a low, when I joined the Marine Corps, and you're deployed a lot and you just don't have the opportunities. Plus, like we've talked about, is being transplanted into a state that we know nothing about. It's easy when you grow up in a state and you know everything around you.
It's funny, we watch a lot of videos and on these shows about going out and just picking a spot on the map and checking it out, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of what we do every 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
The Marine Corps picks a spot on the map for us to go, and
we have to start over.
We have to start over every few years.
Talk to people that have been there, hunted there and stuff, and do all the research all over again, and try to be successful.
And then, of course, just as you start figuring it out,
it's time to move.
Like I said, I'm in Florida, and I've been here 3 years now, and I'm just now starting to figure things out, and I'm gonna be leaving again.
Yeah.
You're in Georgia, and
yeah. And if you've been following us on Instagram, or Facebook or anything like that, you've been seeing some of our scouting videos from this year. Some of the trail camera footage that we've got. Garrett shot a buck up there last year.
Yep.
In that same spot. We're finally dialing it in on where these deer are at and getting them to come in and getting them regular. And this is the last year I'm gonna be hunting.
Yeah. This year.
And now I'm going back out west.
Yeah.
Now I'm really happy about that because now I'm going back to the land I know of the mountains and hunting mule deer and elk and everything like that, and that kind of ties into what we got coming up. If this is the first video you're seeing of us this year, we're trying to build content for you guys and get you and showing you our adventures. But so for the 2019 season, it's going to be kind of weird. So Garrett's going to be gone the first half of the year.
Yeah.
Hunting season. So I got a dove opener going out in Georgia, and then I'll start bow hunting September 14th. It opens up, so right around the corner.
48 days.
Yes, and so I'll be trying to get one of those bucks that we got on camera. Also fill the freezer with some does.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll hunt that September, October, and then you're coming up to Georgia for Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Try to get him on a deer, maybe even get your wife on her first deer.
First hunt ever.
First
actually.
hunt ever.
Outside of dove hunting.
Yeah. For big game.
Yeah, big game. First big game hunt.
Try to get her out there for that. We'll be sprinkling in some duck. I'll be doing some duck hunting as well in Georgia. Maybe shooting some potholes for some wood ducks. Maybe doing a duck hunt every here and there.
Mm-hmm.
And then December's
our Kansas hunt.
We got the Kansas hunt.
We both drew. So we went last year was our first year in Kansas. We have an invite for some private land out there that we duck hunted and goose hunted. It was a great time. We did that in November. We got permission to come back out and hunt whitetails this year. So we both put in our tags. We got obviously we got drawn because the draw rate out there is pretty good. But we'll be heading back out there a week before Christmas for a late season archery hunt. We both have 2 tags for Kansas, and looking forward to it. We're going to spend a whole week out there. It's definitely going to be a unique challenge because we've seen the place once. We saw deer out there, but we didn't really spend time, scouting it, hard. So we're going to be kind of going in there blind a little bit. But it's going to be a good time, and this will be a great opportunity for us to get some content for all you that want to view. We've got some content coming up that we've been working on to building the channel. Because one of the things we don't want to do is just make this isn't a hunting show exclusively. Yeah, granted, most of what we're going to see is hunting and fishing on our channel, but we want to also include other outdoor activities, with our families. So we've got a video coming up for my wife and I over 4th of July weekend. We did some hiking in Appalachian trails in northern Georgia.
As well as just living that. We're trying to go, and it's hard because we do move a lot, and just the dynamics of, we're always gone and stuff, but we're trying to gear ourselves for when we do retire, of living that sustainment life of living off the land and
sustainable lifestyle.
Yeah, and providing our own food and everything like that. So you're gonna see some stuff of maybe we're just planting gardens or food preps. Eating organic is huge on our list of what we like to do for our family and everything.
Really, it's just an experiment.
Yeah,
it's something this whole thing was Chris's idea. We've been talking about it for about a year. I guess we kind of got things started in the beginning of the year, end of last year, beginning of this year, is when we kind of started with the Instagram page and the Facebook page. We have a website that we try and put a blog posts up on as frequently as possible, and some other content we're working on for that, and now starting this YouTube channel. But overall, it's more of this is just an experiment for us. Like Chris said, having videos that we can go back and look at is pretty cool.
Even if it's just for us.
Yeah, just in the last few months we've been working on this video thing. I mean, we're obviously pretty amateurish at this whole thing so far, as you can tell by the video.
And we're doing it on a budget.
We're doing it on a budget.
We're doing what we have.
Yep, just doing what we have and making it work. Hey, we're Marines, adapt and overcome, right? but the experience of doing this with our family, capturing the memories, and then sharing it with you all, pretty important, I think. I know the stories that I have from like my grandmother and my dad. My grandfather passed away when I was real young, so I never got to all the hunting and outdoor stuff that he was into. I never got a chance to share that with him in a sense that I can actually remember it. But the story, you know, it's that, and this is that same, carrying on that same story that we can share with you, but share with our families. And I think that's pretty important. And you've been pretty fortunate with your daughters being able to involve them. You have a 6-month-old baby and a 7-year-old, but you know, share that experience. I've got an 11-year-old. She's going through the phase that she's not super excited about anything other than digital. So, but she does like to get out and shoot her bow, get out and fish every once in a while. But still, it's those, any memory we put together, you know, in this aspect that, you know, share it, I think is a good time. And
I mean, we're gonna try to, you know, have you learn with us along the way. We talked about we're moving this spring, next spring, to 2020. Spring of 2020, we're moving. So you're gonna learn with us next year. Garrett's going up to Virginia possibly. So that's gonna be a brand new area for him to hunt. Virginia, Maryland area. You're gonna be able to go back home and hunt that. So you do have some familiar land there. But you haven't hunted it in so long, the landscape changes.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna be learning together through the videos and everything like that, and your guys' comments on what we're doing wrong and where we need to focus our energy at. I'm moving back out west. I haven't been back to the West Coast in 8 years. So I'm excited to go back to hunt some of the familiar lands I've hunted. I've had some awesome duck hunts in Southern California. Excited to go back to that, but I'm also excited because going to Kansas last year got me over that fear of the unknown.
The unknown, yeah.
So we started applying. We're building points in Wyoming. We're building points in Montana,
Arizona, Pennsylvania for me.
And so excited to go out there and just go do it. You know, and hopefully by showing you that we're doing it, it gives you the confidence to go out there and just go do it. Because we need hunters, and we talked about this a lot, is, you know, we're a dying breed.
We're not, so you notice that he's got his Public Land shirt on, I got my Fish Taco shirt on, thank you Sam Holt, and my Public Land Tees hat. We don't want this just to be about hunting and fishing. You know, it's an outdoors channel, but it's also like, it's not just about taking, you know, going out and, you know, harvesting an animal, going out and hiking in the woods, you know, canoeing. It's also about like the give back piece, you know, get more involved in the community. We went to a backcountry hunters and anglers pint night the other night, and it was a great time. About a dozen of us there. It's those things, getting involved in the greater community of outdoors people and giving back, whether it be, you know, through our membership, you know, having memberships through the various organizations, Pheasants Forever, Rocky Mountain Elk, you know, Backcountry Hunter and Anglers, those types of things, and then volunteer time. You know, 2% for conservation talks about that all the time, giving back. Sam Holt's involved in a lot of things. The Born and Raised guys are involved in a lot of things. I mean, just on and on. All those organizations that do a lot of great things for our community of outdoors people, not just hunters and anglers, but the outdoors community as a whole. And I think it's important to both of us to be involved in that, and then teach that to our children, the importance of what that means for the future and learning the lessons of the past.
So I think that's us. I mean, we'll throw in some more stuff of, you know, personal reasons why we love the outdoors and we hunt and everything like that. And I mean, I know I'm gonna be losing my mind in a tree stand, so you're gonna be hearing me ramble a lot because I have nobody else to talk to. So
he doesn't do well in the tree stand. He's definitely a Western hunter.
So you'll be doing that and learning from us from that and everything. So we appreciate watching the video, and we hope that you hit the like button and the subscribe button.
Don't forget, check out us on Instagram at Old Breed Outdoors. We've got our webpage. If you check our profile out here and on Instagram and Facebook, go to oldbreedoutdoors.com, where we have our blog posts and some other content that we're working on right now. It's all in its infancy, but we're working on it. So definitely appreciate you guys. Thank you.